Good morning. Hello. The balance of movement and stillness. Oh my goodness, I could wax lyrical about this topic for days, probably. It's definitely something I'm passionate about. It's definitely something I live every single day, and so should you. So, life, health, healing, happiness is always about a balance of movement and stillness. Now, we can talk about this in relation to health generally, physical movement and quiet time. And every single day, your system needs a combination of both time when you're consciously moving, time when you're consciously being still. And the combination of those will give you a thriving sensation. It will make life so much easier. Decision making becomes easier. Taking action becomes easier. Knowing what you want becomes easier. And this is why. So the stillness part comes from being quiet. Now, I would always advocate meditation because I think what I personally like about meditation is you're doing absolutely nothing else. You are just closing your eyes, and I keep it really simple, closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. And that's it. And when I talk to clients and say start with 2 minutes, work to 5, get to 10, you don't have to sit there for hours. That's not going to benefit you. That's going to be counteractive. And I'm talking to people who are busy in their lives. I'm not talking to people who are choosing to be monks on mountaintops. If you've made that choice in life, you're probably not watching this video anyway. Then you've taken a different path anyway. So I'm talking about those of us that really want to engage in the world, but not become a product of its craziness at times. So that is the thing to work towards, is that very short time spent in absolute quietness. Now, some people like to do crafty things, knitting, crochet, and all of that will create that same place, similar sensation of meditation. You can get there. However, I still feel there's an element of doing in that. And I think it's really good to give the system absolute checkout time where you're not engaged in anything. And I know that's hard for some people. But I think it's a really good practice to bring in without forcing it. Um, it's definitely, and I'm a really active, I was a fidgety child, but meditation has been a part of my life for, got to work it out now, 30 years, 30 years, 30 years in some form or another. Meditation has been a part of my life, and it's pretty much a daily practice for me now. So moving to movement, in order to keep the body happy and the whole system and all of the bones, the joints, all of that, we need to keep consciously moving. And again, that can be anything. You could be someone that loves to move and you thrive on competitive sport or athletic. I can't even say the word athleticism. Great. It can be something as yin as yoga. Everybody thinks that meditation and yoga go hand in hand, and they can. They absolutely can. But personally, and I love yoga, but actually my body really likes to move. So if I'm meditating as one part of my life, then I want to be going for a run or swimming or cycling or dancing or all of that, roller skating. I really want to do something active. And then I'll incorporate some level of stretch at some point. So it's finding, with movement, is finding what works for you. Perhaps yoga, yin yoga might be your thing, and that might marry very well with your quiet time. You might prefer active yoga, something like Ashtanga. And I'm not going to go into yoga because that's not my specialist area, and there's so much out there, and there are some fantastic teachers and lots of information on the internet. Or you might want to balance your stillness, like me, with running. So it's finding that balance for you that works and bringing that in every single day. And you don't have to do mammoth meditation sessions every day or mammoth workouts every day. Your day could be 5 minutes meditation, 10 minutes walk around the block, and you're doing that every single day. So you're building a practice, and that's the important thing here, is the discipline, is building that practice and consistency, coming back to it over and over again. And that's when it grows organically, and that's when you really start to feel the benefits. And it's the same in life. I mean, what I have discovered in that little practice of finding my meditation practice and my movement practice is they're metaphors for life. It's exactly the same in my work. It's, am I taking enough action? Am I sitting back enough with it? You know, it's that constant, and I find this personally, I find this with socializing. If I'm around too many people for too long, I start to just frazzle. It's like, because I'm actually an introvert. So I get my energy from being on my own. And it's more effort for me to be around other people, to put it. I enjoy it, but I always have to come away and be on my own. That's how I get my energy. I don't get my energy from being around people. But I also need the balance. So if I spend too much time on my own, that's too yin. If I spend too much time out in the world, that's too yang, for using metaphors from other spiritual systems out there. So again, it's about that balance. So I encourage you to go into your day or your practices and explore what works for you. Get really clear and conscious on your balance between movement and stillness in your body, in yourself, in your life, with your families, however that works for you. And if you're interested in working with me, this is exactly what we work on in Supercharge Your Life, which is 6 one-to-one sessions with me, which involve clairvoyant coaching, healing, and movement therapy. And we look at all aspects of what makes you up and create a plan, a blueprint for you to go out in the world and live by. And prices start at $9.99, and that's a 6-week package. And DM me the word super if you're interested in finding out more about that. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the UK. Wherever you are in the UK, wherever you are in the world. I'm back in the UK now. It's a beautiful morning for it. Bye.